Now there's an image for you. You can't get that out of your head, can you? Good afternoon, everyone. On this chilly Sunday, but dry. Yes, how are we all? First of all, let me get the right finger. Ooh. If you're wondering what that is a screensaver that I've got on my OLED, just to give me some lovely little pictures, to show me some surroundings and some trees, trickling water, and some and some sparkling. I don't know. It's just something that I put on anyway. So how the devil are we? It is Sunday. I don't know what date it is. I don't know. It's probably halfway through bloody January by now. Before you know it, it'll be Christmas again. But yeah, here for a chat. So get your questions in. Anything you want to ask me, any conversations that you want, will go as long as I can. Of course, if we start running out of questions, then I might just pull the plug because I don't want to just sit here looking like a dumb shit. But yes, we'll get through some questions and we'll have a good old chat. There is one couple of things that I want to talk about. I will be coughing, hopefully not too much throughout the chat. I do have a lovely cup of coffee. That's made me cough even more. Plus, I also have some water as well. Yes, because I've had a cough now for about a month. It's the same with everybody else. My work, a lot of my work people had it. I think actually nearly everybody in my office has had it now, and it's just this kind of little tickle at the back of your throat, and you just can't get rid of it. And it only stops when you eat or drink, which is unfortunate for me. You'd think it would never appear, but there you go. Anyway, I'm trying to get through it. A lot of people have got flu and all that kind of shit, so we're just trying to get through the crappy winter. To be perfectly honest, compared with some people, it's not been too bad, actually. We haven't had snow. We don't have snow. In fact, I think it snowed 3 times in 40 years down here. The last time I think was about 2007. So, and it only lasts about 2 or 3 days, so it's not too bad. Not like the old days back in the 80s where it would snow and we'd be off school for like a month and go sledging. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why it doesn't snow down here anymore. It's got to be something to do with the warm continental air drifting across the coast and just hitting us down here in Dover. But to be perfectly honest, I am glad that we don't get the snow that we used to, because I'd only slip up on my arse. Yeah, so let me know what it's like where you are. We do have some questions, so we do have a few questions in here already, so I will go through them. I will not go through them too fast, because otherwise we'll just get through them all and then there'll be nothing to talk about. But first of all, hello there. Who we got? We got All Things Movies. Fan-bloody-tastic. Hello and welcome. Sounds like a bloody ITV game show, doesn't it? Yeah. What's on the board today? You could win the shit speedboat. What is your favourite movie of all time? That will be Empire Strikes Back. In fact, funny you should mention that, because yesterday I watched the original Star Wars trilogy on 4K on my OLED in Dolby Atmos, and it was kicking. It was fantastic. And I've only actually just come back from the car because I put a windshield protector over the windscreen for frost in the morning. Yeah, we get frost and ice, but we just don't get snow. And my windshield protector is Luke in his snowspeeder. So it's the cockpit of the snowspeeder. And I was just thinking, some sod's going to nick that, aren't they? It looks pretty cool, actually. Yes, so there we go. That's answered that question. Jason is here. Hello. Happy New Year for 2025. Yep. Is there a cutoff when you're not really supposed to say Happy New Year? I suppose February. As long as you can get through January. Yeah. Happy New Year to you too as well. We got Dave's movies. Is Unforgiven on 4K worth getting? Don't know, I haven't bloody seen it yet. I do have the 4K, of course. It was given to me at Christmas by Lulu and Claire. I have watched one film today. That's a bloody miracle. I've actually been on an Alfred Hitchcock marathon, and I watched Saboteur. There it is, Saboteur. Robert Cummins, I think his name is. Robert Cummins, the main character. I enjoyed that film. You will get my full review at the end of the month when I'll be reviewing all of the Alfred Hitchcock films. 1942, that's one of my earliest films I think I've ever seen. I think the only earliest one earlier than that, is probably Wizard of Oz. I'll talk about that later on anyway. The only thing I haven't got with Unforgiven is a slipcover. I do love slipcovers on my 4Ks. Bridget is here. Hello and Happy New Year to you too. And Jason says, what DVD, Blu-ray and 4K new releases are you picking up this week? Okay. Well, I do have one coming, but I've forgotten what it is. Hang on. It is the new Disney Plus show, Hawkeye. So I'm expected to get that Monday. It's due to be delivered on Monday, the old 4K Steelbook. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, I mean, what else is out? We've got Inglourious Basterds on 4K. I've already got that, though, on 4K, so I don't need that. Juror number 2, I'd like to see that. I might pick that up on the Blu-ray hunt on Wednesday. Yeah, I know. Got to wait until Wednesday for a Blu-ray hunt. Bloody work. I've been off for a week as well. And now I've got to go back to work. What else is out? The Swarm, The Ring 4K, The Bermuda Depths, Time Bandits on 4K, Bel Air. So it's not a huge week. So I think probably Hawkeye and Juror number 2 are going to be my pickups for this week. The following week, the 20th, is The Wild Robot on 4K, so that's a definite pickup. Don't know if that's going to come with a slipcover on the 4K. I hope it does. But I do like the slipcover that's on the American one because it's all embossed and glossy. And it's a shame they never did a Wild Robot Steelbook over here. I'm sure they will. They'll wait until we all buy the bleeding Blu-ray in 4K and then come out with a Steelbook like they usually do. Smile 2 is out as well in 2 weeks. That's a definite pickup because I really enjoyed that one. And we start to pick up then. So we start to pick up a few more titles. So that's a couple to look forward to. But you never know what we're going to find in CEX when I'm out and about. Dave's movie says Armageddon and Con Air announced for 4K in 2025 in the USA. So hopefully the UK will get 4K releases. I hope so. I might even just pre-order them from Wow HD or Amazon and just import the American versions. If Armageddon and Con Air are coming, then maybe The Rock and Gone in 60 Seconds and stuff like that, National Treasure. Hopefully some of that stuff will start coming out as well. Armageddon, out of here. Armageddon, if that's got a brand new Dolby Atmos soundtrack, I'm just thinking about the shuttle launch. Oh, my God. And also flying through the asteroid with shit going all around you. That would be brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Mr. Movie Madness is here. Hello. I don't know why I said it like that. Rianne's here. I am so happy because I got WWE stuff. So I take it you're still buying stuff, even though I think, isn't WWE on Netflix now? Don't they just show all loads of crap? But then again, you want it on physical, don't you? You want to keep it. Yes. We have Josh here. Hello, mate. I started to watch your review of was it Zoe Saldanov's film earlier on, and my bleeding internet froze up. I'm on 900 megabytes a minute, and my internet froze up. So I'll get around to watching that again later on. Alan's here. All right, Alan. And of course, it wouldn't be a live stream without our butts being unplugged. Hello, mate. We've got a legend here. Well, we've got a few legends here, but we've got a big legend in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you Kermit's Ghost. Hello, mate. I will get your movie in the post in a couple of days. Hope you're all right down there in Brighton, and the seagulls are not giving you too much jip. Derek is here. Hello. Love your channel. Thank you very much. I didn't bribe you that much to say that. Been watching you for a good few years now, but we're all wondering, what do you do? What do you do for work? Is it 12-hour shifts? It is 12-hour shifts. Yes, it is. It is top secret. It's government, and I have a retinal scan, a thumbprint scan, and a rectum scan to actually get in. Can you imagine doing a rectum scan? Oh my God. Now, I work for a company that used to security mark codes onto windows. Well, they still do, onto car windows. And we have this massive database where we hold all these vehicles, and we get phone calls from members of the public. We get phone calls from motorcycle dealers, car dealers, and that sort of thing, as well as the police as well. We get quite a few phone calls from the police. Say, for instance, I'll quickly give you an example. Say, for instance, someone's stolen his car, they've smashed into someone, the cops are with them, grab hold of the collars like that, and they want to identify whose car it is and who it belongs to. Or if the registration plates or the chassis number, the VIN plates are correct, they'll phone us, give us the code that's on the glass, and then we'll tell them the true identity of the car and who owns it. That's it. That's basically it. Top secret stuff. Yes, but I have been at my work for 27 years. 27 years. It's changed quite a lot in 27 years. Yes, it has. I've got to admit that the window markings is not as popular as it used to be. So we've dived into other markets. Now we deal with lots of motorbikes and security devices and things like that. So yeah, it's a bit involved. We basically hold a database for like 3 or 4 different companies with all their data. So it's a secure database. We've got our own servers. We all have our own passwords to get in, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's not really that top secret, but it's not government shit. Alan says, what's your favourite zombie movie? I got to say probably Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, Shaun of the Dead, because I like the mix of humour, the comedy injection, rather than just being let's rip your bloody neck out kind of stuff. Although I do love the Korean one, and I keep forgetting what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember. You know which one I'm talking about, though. The really famous, well-known Korean one. Josh says, what film are you looking forward to the most this year? I'm quite excited for the new Knives Out and the Materialists, which is the new film from the director of Past Lives. I didn't know there was a new Knives Out coming out, though. I take it's going straight to Netflix or whoever's streaming it. I think didn't the original Knives Out actually have a limited theatrical? It went on to streaming, or am I thinking of the second one? I'm not sure. Yeah, I like that. I like the character. I like Daniel Craig's character in that. Was it Benoit, something like that? Yeah. It's a pretty good character. I think probably I'm really looking forward to Snow White. do you know what? The shit that film is getting, I am actually really intrigued. You know, from that last trailer. It is a film that I will go and see at the cinema in IMAX for the experience. We can all shit on it now, but before we've even seen it, but we don't know. It probably won't, but it might actually surprise us. But I don't know. I think it's already dug its own grave purely for Rachel Ziegler and the comments that she made, unfortunately, and the crap that's gone wrong with the, with the dwarfs. So I hope they spent that time between the trailer and the film's release to tinker with the CGI on the dwarfs and to make them a little bit more realistic. Because at the moment, it's looking a bit like characters from a 2000s DreamWorks cartoon at the moment. So I hope it looks a bit better. I'm really looking forward to Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. I think that's my most anticipated film of the year. And I think I did state that in my video. I just love all the Mission Impossibles. I was even watching the third one with Philip Seymour Hoffman. He was a nasty piece of work in that film, in the third one. That was directed by J.J. Abrams, wasn't it? Yeah, so we're just going through the Mission Impossibles. And the previous one, Dead Reckoning Part 1, was a brilliant film, a brilliant action film. And it's kind of replaced the whole Bond thing at the moment, with not knowing what they're going to be doing with it. It's our go-to action series at the moment. And even though this is Final Reckoning, and even in the trailer, Tom Cruise says, let's do it, trust me one last time, he still says that he's going to be doing it into his 80s. So I don't get. Even the title, Final Reckoning, kind of like throws vibes of this is going to be the last one, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Maybe he's going to transition, not that way. Maybe he's going to transition into maybe streaming. Maybe someone's offered him a shit ton of money to do a Mission Impossible streaming series. You don't know. But I don't think it will be the last one. He's still got a lot more oomph in him. But yeah, Jurassic World as well. I'm looking forward to that one. Gareth Edwards, I trust Gareth Edwards. He's a good filmmaker. He's done some brilliant stuff that I love. So I've got a feeling that I'm really going to like this one. But also Ballerina. That looks bloody kicking, that does. So looking forward to getting Ana de Armas kicking some shit, and because she was brilliant in the last Bond film, even though she was only on the screen for about 10 minutes. And with Keanu Reeves is back and all the other characters from John Wick, and even Lance Reddick, the black guy. I mean, I think he died while they were making the last John Wick. So they must have made Ballerina before that. So yeah, I'm not sure on that. But there's tons of films that I'm looking forward to this year. Oh yeah. Dave's Movie says, have you watched Quick and the Dead? I have not yet. That's another one that hasn't got a slip cover for it. God damn it. I've also got The Big Lebowski as well to watch. And Lulu and Claire have just come back from... Where have they come back from? They come back from a 3-day holiday to Iceland. And they actually had a Big Lebowski pub out there. So I'm a little bit jealous that they popped in there. But they sent me a picture across. We had quite a lot of snow and ice where I am. Woke up and was freezing cold. I tell you what, it's been really cold the last couple of mornings. I'm glad I've been off work, because usually I have to get up at like 6 in the morning and just scrape the crap out of that car. Well, I've put a little windshield across it at the moment. But I think it's supposed to be getting a little bit warmer in the next couple of days. Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 degree. Let's have a swig of coffee, shall we? What's Derek say? Hello, Pauly. Been watching you for years now, but we're all wondering what you do for work. Oh, I've done that one, haven't I? Yeah, very uninteresting. Jim Jam is here. Hello, mate. Just on my break, having a carbonara. Very nice. I'm sure he's going to be doing some spaghetti and meatballs later on, or a pizza. Do you get very busy on a Sunday night, a Sunday evening? Patrick is here. Hello. What's this? Hi, Paul. Hope-wise you're doing well. Can I ask, why did the collector bring a steelbook to dinner? Because it was the main course of their collection. Oh, dear. Very good. Josh says, what's the first film you watched this year? My first was Clueless, one of the funniest comedies ever. Yeah, that's a good film. Actually, I think probably one of the first films I watched this year was maybe the Christopher Reeve story. I'm sure it was the beginning of the year I saw that at the weekend. But that was really good. That was a really good film. Other than that, I've just been on an Alfred Hitchcock marathon. So just going through those. That's the only problem when you're doing like these separate monthly marathons. You don't really get a chance to watch a lot of other stuff. I mean, I managed to get in all 3 Star Wars films yesterday. And next week I'm off for another 3 days. So I'm hoping to get in some other stuff as well. What movies are you looking forward to 2025? Yeah, those ones I just talked about just now. I did do a list. I did do a video, my most anticipated films of 2025. I think it's about 4 or 5 videos back. Go and check that out because they were the main ones that I'm looking forward to. Jer's Lounge is here. Hello. Is it Jer? Yes, it's Jer. Good afternoon. Patrick says, I hope you're doing well. Can I ask why the what? Oh. It's like everyone's like duplicating up on their on their comments. I released got Transformers 1 on Blu-ray. Oh, that's pretty good. That's one I still need to see. I do have that on 4K. Although the steelbook on that was really, really nice. Have you ordered Nosferatu on steelbook? I have, yeah. I won't get the steelbook. We'll get the regular 4K. Adore the film. My dad didn't. He looked at me throughout and was like, when is this going to be ended? I'll tell you what, if I'd actually gone with my dad, he would have walked out probably about 5 minutes into the film. It wouldn't have been his sort of thing. Definitely not. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did because Robert Eggers is hit or miss for me. I still have problems with The Northman, although I do need to rewatch it. So I still need to rewatch that and also The Lighthouse as well. But yeah, I put in for the steelbook. It's sold out, I think, already. Matthew is here. Hello, Matthew. Jim Jam says, did you watch Lockerbie? I did. That was a show that I kind of binged. Yeah. I mean, there was only, 5 episodes? So only like two nights, really. But really good. Colin Firth, brilliant in that. Very sad as well. But that, oh, blimey, that crash scene at the beginning, that was something else. And it's still going on there. They never actually got anybody. After all those years, I remember all through the press when that happened. And this McGray bloke, he was the bomber. But it's only now that you get the end of the story and find out exactly what happened. And yeah, but it's still ongoing. So whether or not they'll ever actually find someone that did do it. I just got the 1954 to 1975 Godzilla Criterion collection. And that's the one in the massive box, isn't it? I think that was in one of the display cases in one of my HMVs. Yeah, that's a big collection. Personally, I've never really got on with the man in the rubber suit Godzilla films. It just looks too weird and artificial for me. But that's just me anyway. Kermit says Lockerbie was a brilliant miniseries. It definitely was. They do some really good mini shows as well. I mean, they did that one with the post office, didn't they? That was a really good one as well. Jim Jam says, I'm off to Strictly Come Dancing next week. What, are you a contestant? You're going to be prancing around the stage, are you? Or is that a stage show? I don't know. What are you doing? What do you mean you're off to Strictly Come Dancing next week? Flow Bags is here. Have you pre-ordered the Panic Room Steelbook? No, because I tried to, but it says sold out. So I might have to go to another country. I might have to go to Germany or something and do it. Panic. I don't even remember it going live, to be perfectly honest. Oh shit! It's live. It's live now. The last time I looked at that, it said sold out. Oh, I might have to get in there quick later on then. You watch come 6 o'clock and it'll be sold out. Yes, I'll try to order that later on. Gin Jam hopes that Lockerbie gets a physical release. I'm sure it probably will. The post office one got a physical release, didn't it? But I think it only got a DVD. Jim Jam says, have you seen Gavin and Stacey yet? No. It's not going to be up there on my quick things to watch. One day I might get around to watching it. Dave's movie says, not watched Willow yet. Spent an hour deciding which version, Steelbook or Standard. Decided Amaray case in the end. I did get the Steelbook. I'm glad I got the Steelbook. It does have a nice effect to it. But I was standing there in HMV wondering which one to get as well, because the Amaray sleeve was, you know, it was really nice. Rianne says, I'm so happy today because my birthday is January the 30th. Oh, yes, it is, isn't it? Yes. Remember that from last year. I bet you're going to get some WWE stuff, though, wouldn't you? I need to pick up Strange Darling on 4K, Perfect Days, and a few others. Been quite behind with releases. I think Jamie picked up Strange Darling. I don't think he went much by it, if I can remember right. Alan says, what is your favourite apocalypse movie? Oh, blimey, because there are quite a few. That is a tricky one. Probably 2012. That's a good one. But Greenland is brilliant. And there's a sequel coming as well this year for that, I think. For Dumb, Stupid Love, San Andreas. And it's got Alexandra Daddario in it, so that's a plus. And that's the one where Kylie Minogue gets killed. So that's a plus. That's just a balls out. That's San Andreas is perfect for your system to show off the best of your system and the audio as well. But yeah, Day After Tomorrow, that's a good one as well. There's loads. Knowing is a very underrated film. I would probably go with maybe either Day After Tomorrow or 2012, one of those. Patrick says, why did the Blu-ray get promoted? It always delivered high definition results. Oh, dear me. Matthew says, how is everyone doing on this wonderful Sunday? Jim Jan says, Rian, funny you never mention your birthday. Dave's movies, I'm starting to prefer Amore 4K versions of Steelbook. J cards are pathetic unless it's a Disney release. I like the Disney Plus J cards, the ones with the little pocket and then the flap goes over the top, because it kind of keeps the Steelbook all nice and protected. I don't like those floppy J cards though. There's just a piece of paper that just flop about. Yeah. It's a shame that we don't get the treatment on our slipcovers though that they do in America. They get like full gloss and embossing and all sorts of stuff. And sometimes we're lucky to just get a title on it. And now we've started to see 4Ks coming out without bleeding slipcovers. Yeah, definitely. I can talk about all the crap shit, and then you can educate me on the indie stuff. Kermit says the seagulls are a pain. They're too noisy and aggressive. Do you know what? It's really weird because in the summer, I work in Ashford in Kent, and my car gets pummeled with bird crap. We don't really see seagulls in Dover. We don't get them very often, you know. White Cliffs of Dover, hardly any seagulls. I reckon they prefer going inland. I don't know why. But I can't say that my car has ever been parked outside the house and I've ever got bird poo on it. Stephen is here. Hello, Stephen. Thank you very much, mate. How old? Time Bandits from 1981. I know. It's a long time, isn't it? Oh, it's a long old time. Matthew says that's a great job you have. I enjoy it. I mean, it's not exciting. You know, it's not, oh, God, what's going to be happening today at work? It's the same repetitive thing for 27 years. 28? 27 years. But it's a routine. You know what you're doing. I don't mind the people that I'm working with. They're nice. They're chatty. We laugh. It's a very un-PC office, so we're always... It's always like a Little Britain sketch. So we get away with some really dodgy stuff that you would never say in another office. All things movies, in your opinion, what is the worst movie? The worst movie ever made is Cats, basically. Yeah. I mean, Judi Dench, you're an Oscar-winning actress. You're loved by the whole country. You want to dress up as a pussycat? I can understand James Corden because he'd go for anything. But the last thing I want to see is an actor dressed as a cat licking their own arse. Oh dear. I bought a copy of Chicken Run 2 and Vengeance Most Foul. Is not, what's it? And Vengeance Most Foul. Vengeance Most Foul is not on Netflix in the UK and Ireland. No, because it'd be on BBC, wouldn't it? I should imagine it'd be on the BBC iPlayer. I'm sure it'll get a physical release in the end, eventually. Jim Jam says, what's your worst example of badly made CGI film? It's gonna have to be that kind of like alternate kind of reality scene in The Flash, where he was running in and we had all the other Supermans, and we had Nick Cage, and we had. It's just it's supposed to be like a fantasy version of reality, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't work. I mean, when I first watched it, I didn't mind it. You know, I thought, oh, hang on, this is supposed to be just like a twisted reality version. But no, when you look at it, it's so out of place with the rest of the film. And also, was it Quantum Mania, that big head, that giant head? That was bloody awful. So, yeah, you can't really blame the CGI people and the effects departments. You know, at the time, they were like probably working so hard and so far behind on schedule that the bosses, you know, the studios were just like, no, just don't do that, do that, do that, do that, and get it out. Which, you know, they were bypassing all the probably bits that they should have done and just trying to meet a deadline. So doesn't look good, does it? So I think they need to just chill out on the CGI. Nothing is better than practical. Nothing is better than practical. I watched 3 Star Wars films yesterday. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Those 3 films had better special effects than a $300 million modern blockbuster that's got CGI in it. Marvel fan, hello. Hello. Butts Unplugged says, I won't be able to go Blu-ray hunting for a while. Oh, what is that then? Blockbuster Bob is here. Spent out this month, so need a few weeks off hunting for titles. This is one of those dodgy months, isn't it? I don't know if any of you lot got paid early, but we got paid like a week early at Christmas. And the only unfortunate thing is that then you have to wait like nearly 6 weeks to the next payday. So it's trying to stretch it out as much as you can. In fact, I think the Monday before payday at the end of January, isn't that called Blue Monday or something? Because it's when everybody's skint and depressed and they're still waiting for the next payday. Marvel fan says, recently just finished episodes of Still Game. I enjoyed it. Still Game comic, but I've never watched that. I know about it. I've heard about it, but yeah, I've never seen that. Sean is here. Hello. Going for a drink tonight. I have vodka and Lucasade. I was going to say vodka and tonic. Shake it, not stir it. Vodka and Lucasade. That's an unusual mix. I still get pissed, but I have the energy to walk home. Oh, look. Yeah. Funny thing is, though, you know, Lucasade is seen as a energy drink, isn't it? But when I was a kid, it was only ever drunk when you was ill, when you had a cold. And I remember those long, tall glass bottles that had like the orange plastic wrap around them, because my nan used to buy them. And she would always buy one if we were ill, if we had a cold. That's the only reason you drank Lucasade. But weird, isn't it? I'm getting blended by the light. Blended by the light. I think you've been blinded by the light, don't you? Josh says, I'm a bit biased because Robert Eggers is one of my favourite directors, so me liking Nosferatu was a given. I'm just pleased that I actually walked out of the cinema and I thought, yeah, I enjoyed that. George is here. Hello. Are you getting World Robot 4K and the Self? Definitely on World Robot, yes. I've actually never seen the Cell though, so I'm not sure what that's about. Is it about? It's not about a mobile phone, is it? Because I know Americans call them cell phones. So it might be a blind pickup. I don't know. Will you be seeing The Brutalist? I'd recommend it, but might be a bit too long for some. It's 3.5 hours. That's nothing compared to today, is it? But it's perfect film for me. Film of the decade so far. Oh, okay, Brutalist. I'll have to have a look, see what that's about. Yeah, 3.5 hours is nothing really these days. I was considering re-watching The Lord of the Rings, you know, the extended cuts. I think that comes in at like 4.5 hours or something, each film. Oh, okay. Jim Jam is watching the Strictly tour, so he's not taking part in it himself. You can just imagine old Jim Jam doing lots of dancing, holding a plate of spaghetti and and a pizza in the other hand. Sam says, what is a good movie to watch with my grandma tomorrow? Sam always asks me this on every live stream, and I just don't know what to say. I don't know. I still don't know what to say. I don't know what she likes. Terrifier, maybe? I don't know. Yes, Mr. Pauly's here. Hello, Mush. Having a good Sunday? Yeah. Any pickups for you next week? Yeah, probably just my Hawkeye and probably Jura number 2. I've just actually had a delivery. Bing bong! I heard the door go earlier on, which was Amazon delivering a new vinyl for me. So that's pretty cool. So I'll be giving that a spin in a couple of days. But yeah, really just Hawkeye and maybe Jura number 2. Jim Jam says, a new show I've discovered and enjoying is Power of Parker. A right good nostalgia trip. Okay, Power of Parker. Never heard of it. Stephen is here. Hello, Stephen. Have you watched Star Wars Skeleton Cough yet? Yes, I have. I am bloody loving it. I think it is the second best Disney Star Wars show behind Andor. And that's saying something because I had no problems with Ahsoka and I had no problems with Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I do love those. Obviously, we definitely are getting an Ahsoka series 2 now because they've confirmed who's replacing Ray Stevenson's character. But yeah, Andor. I mean, Andor cost a fortune, didn't it? I think the season 2 of Andor has a budget of about $350 million. So it's absolutely insane. But it's going to blend right into Rogue One because we've got Director Krennic. He's coming back. We've also got K2SO and a few other characters from Rogue One coming back. So it's going to blend straight in. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, definitely Skeleton Crew. It gives you that whole Amblin Goonies Stand By Me kind of vibe, you know, with the kids and Stranger Things, of course. Jim Jam says, oh no, Mr. Powell is here. How much is Avatar The Way of Water on Blu-ray 4K Ultra HD? Don't know without looking. I should imagine the 4K is probably still about the same price. Or maybe you can get it for about 20 for the 4K. I don't think it's in the 2 for 30 or 3 for 40. I don't think it's in that offer at the moment. What is your favorite steelbook you have? That kind of like, it kind of changes from time to time because there are so many good designed steelbooks. I still say it's Guardians of the Galaxy, the Blue Fans edition. I absolutely love it. Have I got it down here? I have shown it before. Oh dear. No, I don't think I have it down here. But I'll show you the other one that I do love. Ready Player One. That is a gorgeous steelbook. That and Alita Battle Angel. Let's just grab this one. Oh dear. Yeah, I love that. Absolute gloss. We got lots of debossing on there on the title. I just love all the artwork and you get all the characters in there. Then you get all that on the back. Yeah, really nice. I love that one. But there are a lot. There are a lot of really cool steelbooks. And for me, blue fans have always been the best looking steelbooks because you get the full works with them. You get the debossing, you get the embossing, you get the gloss. Yeah, I've always loved those ones. Unfortunately, at the moment, they're releasing Blue Fans premium editions, which I have bought the last couple of, but they come discless, so they don't come with any discs. So as long as you've got your own discs to put in them, because I don't think they have like contract with China anymore, Disney China. But I think they're supposed to be going through the entire MCU catalogue, re-releasing them all. And the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Thor and everything, ones that I had, and Shang-Chi, they're gorgeous looking steelbooks and lenticulars as well. They've just released Loki season 1 with a lenticular and a steelbook. I was humming and hawing on whether or not to buy that one, but I've already got Loki steelbook from the recent Disney Plus releases, so I don't know if I really want to double dip on that one. I suppose I could take the discs out of this edition and put it in the Blue Fans edition because it'll come discless. I don't know. Probably not. I'm happy with those Disney Plus ones that I've got at the moment, I think. George says, are you getting scanners 4K? It's not on my list at the moment to get. Matthew says, have you had any pizza recently? We had one just before Christmas. It's just one of those cheap Tesco's ones that's, I don't know, about £2, and it's it's flat, and it's for one. But even though you can have two people, I haven't had a kind of like a deep dish meat feast or Hawaiian or anything like that with a stuffed crust for a long time. I don't know. Jim Jam says it's an evening ritual before I go to bed to stroke my never-ending story set. Oh dear me, I can just picture that. Jim Jam says, how come you never... We just don't get it, mate. Just don't get it. Don't get it. No, we just don't have it anymore. It's just, we used to get it in the 80s, but, people grow up and we just don't... we just don't get it anymore. It just never comes here. Like I say, 3 times in the last 40 years, 2007, I think, was about the last time we had snow, but it's just always too warm down here. Yeah, it's got to be something to do with the continental air shifting across the channel. We're just on that very southeast corner that bites. Yeah, I mean, Maidstone, which is probably about 40 miles away from me, they get snow. They sometimes get some snow. But Dover, that in the past, mate, in the past. Yes, that is true, Kermit. We don't get seagulls in Dover because they live in Brighton. That is true. Stephen says, excited for Karate Kid Legends? Yes. I think I'm more excited for the last part of Cobra Kai, actually. Yeah, I want to show you a video. This popped up on my Facebook earlier on. And it's just like, why do people do this? Hang on. Let's get some volume.
Since 2018, she has undergone 32 lip injections and several beauty procedures. Looking ordinary is boring, so she embraces an exaggerated artificial look. Driven by a love for eccentric beauty, Andrea is on a mission to have the world's biggest lips. Since 2018.
I mean,
she's
why?
undergone 32 lip injections
Why?
and several beauty procedures.
Why do people do it? Are they so insecure? It reminds me of that. What was her name? Was it Jocelyn Wilderstein or something? I mean, did you see what she used to look like? I mean, why? Why not age naturally like Pamela Anderson? It's just something I wonder also about, like tattoos, when people like tattoo their entire bodies and their heads and just everywhere. They don't realise what's going to happen when they're about 90. Well, their tattoos on their tits are going to be scraping the floor. Yeah, I just don't get why you would have stuff like that. You know, I don't mind, you know, tattoos and that to a certain extent, but cosmetic surgery is just I don't get it. You got too much money. I don't know, Sam. I don't know. Stephen says, should they cast an unknown for Bond? I really don't know. I mean, there have been so many names thrown around, and half of them have actually confirmed that it's the first they've ever heard of it. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, there could be this up and coming actor that's virtually unknown and would be brilliant. But then people will be like, well, no, we need to know someone that we're familiar with, which is why they were all like, you know, Henry Cavill. He's going to be too old for it anyway. Damien, out of all the Disney sequels, I wonder why Tarzan 2 was the only one never to get a Blu-ray release. I don't know. Probably, maybe it didn't do too well. I've never seen Tarzan 2. Jim Jones says, did you enjoy Peter Rabbit? Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I only had to put up with James Corden's voice. But it had Daisy's voice as well, so that was all right. But Unplug's got to go now. He's always going to have to unplug halfway through the stream. Thank you very much, mate, for popping by. See you later. Stephen says, when was the last time you watched Buffet? Not so long ago. I watched a lot of episodes. I want to watch the whole run again. I want to watch the whole run from start to finish. And Angel as well. Apparently the HD cuts are not that good. And I don't actually own the DVD box sets. Why don't I own the DVD box sets? Because I've always been waiting for a Blu-ray release. It's the same with like Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I've never bought the DVD box set because I'm like, well, we've got Next Generation and the original series in Blu-ray. They'll do a DS9 Blu-ray, but as it come, as it L. As it L. Patrick says, I hope you're doing well. I just would like to ask you, if you had to design your own steelbook, what sources of steelbook would you have from the outer to the inner packaging? Okay. Well, it would have to be full gloss, definitely full gloss. It would have embossing and debossing on the same steelbook. It would have a lenticular magnet for the outside. And then it will be packaged like a Blue Fans in a nice big sturdy box with a double lenticular. We'd get postcards, we'd get books, posters, odds and sods, all sorts of shit inside. And maybe like a little certificate with a number on it. So yeah, I should work for like Blue Fans. Benny's here from the chair. Hello, mate. I think this year started to work with a bang with movies. January is usually a barren. Yeah, they usually throw all the crap in January where they have no hope for. But we live in with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield's great, and I am seeing a real pain. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that film with them two in. I really don't know. Jim James says you're looking forward to Jurassic Park reboot. I certainly am. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Seeing as though Gareth Edwards is tagged to it. Jim Jan says, in your opinion, what's better, Top Gun or Maverick? That is actually a tricky one. Obviously, for nostalgia, it's going to be Top Gun. But structurally, as a decent storyline and emotion and characters, I think Maverick. It just goes deeper. But it's playing on the nostalgic. It's playing on the nostalgic from the original Top Gun. The action is faster. We got air battles, obviously combat battles in the original film, but the bigger budget makes it more dramatic. And I think there was a bit more comedy in the new one. I love them both. But if someone was stood in front of me and had Top Gun on 4K and Top Gun Maverick on 4K and said, pick one to watch now, I think I'd probably pick Maverick. That's nothing against the original Top Gun, but I just think it's a more fast-paced, more modern film and better with characters. And definitely more emotional, with the old Val Kilmer scenes and that. And it had thingy in it, didn't it? Oh, God. Miles Teller. It was Miles Teller, wasn't it? And I just read recently that his house is burnt down in LA. Also, Ben Affleck. Did you hear that Ben Affleck's house is burnt down? And he got a garage full of classic cars, including a bloody Aston Martin DB5, the James Bond silver car, and it's all gone up in flames. Holy shit. You're never going to be able to replace that lot. Never. Stephen says, I must be one of the only people who liked Jurassic Park Dominion. They dared to do something different. Looking forward to Rebirth. It was okay. It was okay. I think it was better than the previous one, Fallen Kingdom. These Jurassic Worlds, though, they haven't been as good as the original Jurassic World, where that was nostalgia, really, remembering back in the original Jurassic Park. But Gareth Edwards has said that this new Jurassic World kind of gives you that feeling like you had when you was watching the original Jaws. So it's a proper action popcorn summer blockbuster with laughs and everything. So I'm hoping he knows what audiences want. I mean, look what he did with Rogue One. That was a nostalgic trip back to Star Wars, and it was a fan service film. And he just gave us everything that we wanted in a prequel to Star Wars. So I'm hoping he's going to do this real justice. Kermit's got to go now. Cheerio, mate. I look forward to watching your Blu-ray hunt tomorrow. And move your car away from the seagulls in case they want to poo all over it. See you, Alan. Look forward to your vlog tomorrow. Yes. But unplugged. I won't be able to go hunting because I'm ill. Oh no, I have lymphoma. Oh my goodness me. Blimey. There's different types of that, isn't there? So hopefully I don't. Is it something that's like curable, or is it something you have to live with? I'm sure it's a form of cancer, isn't it? Lymphoma. I could be wrong, but I don't know too much, medically. I'm not a doctor. All Things Movie says, what is the worst Steelbook? Was it? I think it was it Super Mario Brothers, where it had just like it was a black Steelbook with like a picture of a mushroom on the front cover. That was it. I think it might have been Super Mario Brothers. Jim Jam said, did you used to get the Lucasadian brown paper bag? Yes. Used to get it in a brown paper bag as well. It's like an old drunk, like sitting out on the... Oh dear. Bye Bats Unplugged. Jim Jones says, have you had an iron brew lately? I haven't, no, not since the last time, mate. Don't know. Still don't know, mate. Jim Jam says, have you ever seen any films with Doris Day? I don't think so. I don't think I have. Sean says, when I get back home from drinking, I've got chocolate and Viagra. One helps me sleep and the other stops me rolling out of bed. Oh, dear me. Matthew says, are you looking forward to Captain America 4 next month? Yeah, I think it's going to be an okay film. I think it's getting back to basics. Is it going to be as big as like Deadpool and Wolverine? I don't know. But it's a more grounded one. That one and Thunderbolts, they're both more grounded films, as opposed to like the wild sci-fi element to it. So yeah, hopefully they will be both good films. I'm not ignoring you, Ian. George says, the cell Jennifer Lopez goes into the mind of a serial killer who's in a coma. Okay. So a bit flatline, is he? Maybe? Sam says, what's a good Adam Sandler movie to watch Monday with my grandma? I don't know. I don't really like Adam Sandler as an actor. Not comedy wise anyway. I mean, I think I've only seen one of the serious films that he did. But I've never been drawn to Adam Sandler. Zoe Louise is here. Hello and welcome. Stephen says, what is your favourite Rocky film? Oh, it is a tricky one because this Rocky 4, because it's Drago, it's America versus Russia, and it's just 80s. It screams 80s at you. But I do love 3 as well with Mr. T. I love 1 and 2 as well. There are elements of 5 that I do like as well. Some. It's a tricky one. I think 4. I think Rocky 4. But I know they did the new cut with it, the Stallone cut. I like the original with the robot. It's just so 80s. Jim Jam says, did you know James Whale, who directed Frankenstein, was from Dudley? James Whale. Isn't he a radio presenter? The James Whale radio show. I remember him from back in the day. Or is that another James Whale? Ben from the chair, have you watched the Harry Potter Wizarding World baking show on Amazon Prime presented by the Weasley twins? some of the stuff they make is amazing. No, I haven't seen that. So I take it they make everything Harry Potter related. I've not seen that. I don't think I've even seen that when I've skimmed through the streaming platforms. What's it on? Amazon Prime. Okay, I'll have to have a look at the moment. I'm watching American Primeval. That's brutal. That is a really good brutal Western series at the moment. Marvel fan says Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and Grown Ups 1 and 2. There you go. Jim Jam says, what's your favourite Indiana Jones film? Definitely Raiders. Raiders, and then followed by Last Crusade. Jim Jones says, do you own any BFI titles? Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few down on the bottom shelf there. Not many. Probably 2 or 3. What are they? I don't know. Stephen says, how many streaming services do you sub to? Unfortunately, too many. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Paramount, Disney Plus, and Apple. And it's only because there are things on all of them that I'm watching. But it is getting a lot more expensive. I mean, my Netflix, I think, is $17.99 a month. And Disney Plus has got about $12.99 a month now. So it's getting a bit expensive. So I don't know. I might need to look at how much of this stuff do I really watch on streaming, and maybe go down. I don't really want to go down to basic, where I have to have adverts and then it be in standard def. I like the works, I like the 4K and the Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's getting expensive. Jim Jones says, will there be any boot fair videos? Yeah, I'll be popping off to the boot fairs. I don't think they start up until about March or April, but I'll start and go and checking them out, see if we can find anything. Matthew says, do you own any fire movies? I've got Ladder 42 with John Travolta. That's a good film. And also, I keep forgetting the name of it. I shouldn't, because it's an absolute classic. Starts with a B. Backdraft. Yes. Although I didn't bother with Backdraft 2. Apparently that was crap. Jim Jam says, what's the last series you watched? Yeah, American Primeval at the moment. And then it was Lockerbie. What else am I watching? I'm also watching one. I think it might be on. I think it's on Disney Plus with Jeff Bridges. Is it The Old Man or something? I think it might be called The Old Man. Let's have a look. I started to watch The Lincoln Lawyer. That's pretty good. I don't know then. I can't remember what platform it's on. That's the only problem. When you don't know which platform it's on, you have to go through all of them to try and bloody find it. Yeah, I think it's called The Old Way. But it's got Jeff Bridges in it. Jim Jones says, thoughts on charity shop pricing? I think that's supposed to be. Well, down here, it's shit. It's really crap. Especially from British Art Foundation. George says, have you watched 7 4K? Not yet, no. All things movies at charity shops for Blu-ray hunting is dead. It's not good. I mean, you do see Blu-rays in charity shops. It's just a lot of common stuff. Yeah, so it's not good. It's dying. It's dying badly. We need a bit of injection. Yeah. Stephen said, what did you think of Wild Robot? I thought it was a beautiful film. Lovely. Great animation as well. Watched it in iMac. iMac? IMAX. What's iMac? Stephen says, what did you think of Wicked? I liked it, but it's a bit long. There was too much singing in it. There's too much singing in it for me. I was expecting a song every now and again, but it's like, right, I finished one song. Let's start another one. Let's start another one and another one. Yeah, there's way too much singing. Dad thought the same as well. I don't know if I'm going to go to the cinema to see part 2. I might just wait for it to come on streaming. Jim Jam says, if you're interested at Bella Italia, we're doing pasta for a £5 throughout all of January. Oh, okay. Bella Italia. There is one down to Westwood Cross where I normally go. I know there's one down there. Jim Jam is signing out. You got to get back to you doing your spaghetti and meatballs. Thanks, mate. See you later. Stephen says, have you seen The Substance yet? Batshit crazy, but good. Still, why would Elizabeth care? What? Still, why would Elizabeth care? She's really a different person. No, I've heard of it. I've heard of good things about it, but no, it wasn't one that I wanted to rush out to the cinema to see. Even though Demi Moore has got a Golden Globe for it, I think. So she might even get an Oscar for it, they were saying. I will watch it, probably wait for it on physical or streaming. Stephen says, I wish the snow would bog off now. Is it still there? Because, I mean, it snowed a good week or two ago. And normally snow only hangs around for like 3 or 4 days and then melts. So, or have you had some more? Matthew says, we got snow last week. Okay. Stephen says, would you go to a con if Daisy Ridley... that's a stupid question. That's a stupid question, Stephen. I think you know the answer to that one. Marvel fan says, can't wait for the final part of Cobra Kai next month. Yeah, it's going to be good. What's this? Memes of the shoe. Have you ever heard of Potterjeets? No. Sean says, I was sexually active at 10. At 10:15, my arm started. God. Oh, dear. What is this? Joke night? Comedy night. Hastings and Bexhill, or Bexhill, is it? Had a snow blast the other day. My friend had to abandon his car with his kid and took them an hour and a half to get home. See, Hastings, that's a bit crooked, isn't it? That picture's a bit crooked. Yeah, I'll have to straighten that up when I get up. See, Hastings, really, it's not that far from me. It's only a good hour and a quarter drive. But we don't get snow. No snow. No snow. Stephen says, going to pop off now and watch Civil War. It's on Prime. Oh, brilliant. I love that film. See you later. Thank you for popping by, mate. Jim Jam says, before I go, when's the next Blu-ray hunt? Wednesday, mate. Gotta wait till bleeding Wednesday. I know. Oh, hello. Was it Minhajal? I can't read that. My eyesight's going. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I can read that. All things movies. What is the best Pixar movie? Toy Story, definitely. Toy Story 1. Absolutely. What films are you looking forward to this year? Any anticipated movies? Yeah, Mission Impossible, Jurassic, Ballerina, stuff like that. Other films as well. Hot take, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is bad. Okay. Which film will you be going to see at the cinema next? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look, see what we got. Where's the old coming soon? Coming soon, there we go. I think it might be Wolfman. There's actually 3 films out on the 17th that I wouldn't mind watching. A Complete Unknown, Wolfman, and Here. I think it'll probably be Wolfman. I'm not sure what to make of that Flight Risk, though. Directed by Mel Gibson. I just can't get around Mark Wahlberg's bald head. Stephen says, back in 2 secs, sadly, they won't do a Blu-ray box set for Buffy. Too much pushback on the HD master. Apple still have the SD versions. Yeah. Probably cost too much. I mean, when they did the Star Trek The Next Generation, it cost an absolute bloody fortune to do all that remastering and do all those new special effects. Scotty's Movies is here. Hello, mate. I was surprised to learn you've not seen The Great Escape. No, I have not. Proper classic. I picked it up this week. When do you think you will check it out? I've got to check it out soon because someone said that there's a problem with the audio on it. So I might have to check that out to see if it's to see if it does. What's your top 5 Spectrum games? I'll have to do it in favourite order. So Manic Miner, definitely number 1. Paperboy, School Days, Jetpack, and Head Over Heels. Probably those 5. But then I'm missing loads of other ones that were classic as well. And hopefully I'm going to get around to playing all that lot. All of them! Yes. Now I've got my joystick as well. Have you seen the trailer for Heart Eyes? A new slasher horror. Looks like, oh yeah. Looks like fun. Slasher from Valentine. Yeah, I did see that. I saw the trailer for that the other day. Another one, another slasher. But it did look a bit fun, actually. Damien says that looking forward to Prey 2 whenever it gets its release. Hopefully. It's not called Prey 2, though, is it? Isn't it called Predator Badlands? Or are they doing a Prey 2 as well as another Predator film? I'm a little bit confused there. Because I know there's a new Predator film out this year. Matthew says, what's your favourite Shaun the Sheep movie? The City one or Farmageddon, the Alien one? I haven't seen Farmageddon, so I can't really comment on that one. All Things Movies, getting a custom-made Wild Robot Steelbook from AC Customs. I'll bet that'll be good. Yes, me too, definitely. I visited the Promenade in Las Vegas, and that was brilliant. And dined at Quark's Bar, the restaurant. And I even have the menu. I've shown it previously, but I've Quark's Bar, the menu, that's signed by all the Ferengi cast members as well, and Chase Masterson as well. And also, I still have 2 unopened bottles of Romulan ale. I don't know what that's going to taste like. It's always a dry January for movies. Once February starts kicking in, that's when the ball will be rolling. Basically, I think the reason for that is that they know that January can be cold for a lot of people, and that people don't want to venture out to cinemas. So maybe that's the reason why they don't put any good films in cinemas in January. Alan says, "What are you looking forward to this year?" Watch the earlier part of the video. My next cinema trip will be off to see Captain America: Brave New World. Any interest? Yes, definitely. I'll thoughts on this one. Yes, yeah, looking forward to it. I think Marvel is trying their best to return to form this year, so we shall see. Yeah. Thunderbolts kind of looks like a Marvel version of Suicide Squad. So who knows? But I think there'll be more. They'll be fun. I think they'll be fun. Oh, I'm not looking forward to Thunderbolts. Looks quite bland and dull, if you ask me. But I'm excited for Brave New World and Fantastic Four. And oh my god, I'm so excited for Megan 2, the sequel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because the first one was really good. Alan says, "Who is your favourite in Star Wars?" What character? It's got to be Yoda. It's got to be Yoda, especially in Empire Strikes Back. He just lit up that screen and just stole the whole film. Yeah, definitely. And I never had any problems with Ewoks. Any of these you'll be checking out in the cinema? Legacy sequel with returning cast. Jurassic World, definitely. Yes, Rebirth, I'll definitely be checking that one out. And Superman as well, definitely. Hello there. Are you going? What? How are you going? Oh, I'm doing good, thanks. I just seen A Real Pain and it was so funny. Are you seeing Bob Dylan? Hopefully, I probably will see the Bob Dylan and Wolfman. I might do a double bill actually, but then again, I want to see that here as well with Tom Hanks because it's Robert Zemeckis. What about Black Phone 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Predator, Badlands, FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's, isn't it? Too Avatar, Fire and shit. Anaconda reboot. Whatever you say about Avatar, you'll still go and see it, and it will still earn $3 billion. Alan says, "What is your favourite Batman movie?" If we're talking old school Batman, the 90s era, 80s and 90s, Batman Returns. If we're modern, then it's got to be The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. I have Prime with Shudder. That's perfect. Oh, wow. Okay. Is BFI the British posh knob label? I suppose it could be, couldn't it? British Film Institute. I think it probably could be. I love your top films of the year. Thank you very much. Have you seen Poor Things? I did. I did. Yeah. What is your favourite Ted movie? First one. I hope they do a Ted 3. I love the series, but it's only got a DVD release. We never need a Blu-ray release for it. Are you still waiting for Argyle on physical? I actually would buy it if it came out on physical. I had quite a lot of fun with that film. Avon, is that? Yeah. The higher quality stuff, we wait and buy them on Blu-ray, which we have a lot. If and God's what we might do when we stop making Blu-ray players within the next 3 years. I don't think they'll stop making Blu-ray players. I mean, LG, no one ever bought them anyway. But Sony and Panasonic are the leaders of Blu-ray players. So you can always buy another one and keep it as a backup. Do you still get DVDs or 4K or Blu-ray? Mostly 4K and Blu-ray. DVDs, it's usually like the cheap crap ones for the late night crap DVDs. But I don't buy new releases as DVDs. Movies with James. Hello, mate. Is here. What's your thoughts on the Walmart World War Z Steelbook? I think it looks bloody good. Looks really cool, especially if it gets a bit of embossing on it and a bit of gloss. Yeah. So hopefully Walmart, maybe someone will get it over here. Might be an HMV exclusive, or might pop to Zavvi. Have you still not seen Mufasa? No, I have not. I've missed that. Yeah, Moana. I was going to go and see Moana with Claire, but just haven't had time. So I think they'll probably end up going to be Disney Plus, and yeah, probably both Disney Plus actually, unless they come out physical first. Anyway, got to go now. Oh, thanks, Marvel fan. Thank you very much for popping by. See you later. Sean King, what do you think of those awful fires over in Los Angeles? I know, it's terrible. Even Wet Movie 1 was doing a video earlier on that you could see all the flames in the distance. And they showed all the beachfront with all those houses that are all gone, all the stars that have lost houses. Anthony Hopkins, I think Steve Guttenberg might have lost his house. Ben Affleck, Billy Crystal, loads that have gone. And I also heard that a shit ton of those houses were not insured. So I think... I don't know why. Maybe the insurance was too high. I don't know. But yeah. I also saw that police arrested a homeless man with a flamethrower that started two of them. I don't know if that's bollocks. I don't know. Ray Leonard is here. Hello, mate. Enjoyed the Spectrum video. Tempted to get one. Where did you get the stick from with the 20,000 games? I just bought that on eBay. There was a bloke that was selling preloaded ones, so it's all done. And I just couldn't be bothered with trying to download all that kind of crap. So yeah, it's just painless, definitely painless. Yeah, just go on to eBay and type in the Spectrum USB games, and there should be a couple that come up. Alan says, what zombie movie are you going to watch at the cinema? Probably be... Wow. No, actually, I was going to say it would probably be 28 years later, but that's not zombies, is it? That's a virus. So I don't know. There isn't anything recent, I don't think. James says, do you know how many films you saw last year? Letterboxd. That was cool insight into what movies I watched. I don't really know. I don't really keep track. I started to do Letterboxd, that I just never had time to be perfectly honest. So I couldn't be bothered in the end. But no, I mean, I just jot them down, the ones that I do watch on new release ones, you know, cinema ones. But other than that, it just ends up in my videos. But yeah, I don't really keep track. Carlos is here. Greetings from Canada. Hello, Canada. Statham's got a new one coming out called Working Man. I believe should be good. I've seen the trailer for that a couple of days ago. It looks quite good, actually. Is Aaron Taylor Johnson your next James Bond? I think he would do a good job, but I don't know if there's any truth in anything that anyone's actually had any interviews. I don't think they've actually even approached anybody. So I really don't know, but I think he would do a good job. Will you be going to see the new Jackie Chan movie, Panda Plan? Panda Plan? What? I don't know. If they show it, I might. I have to watch the trailer for it. What is the best charity pickup? The Only Fools and Horses or Expendables 4K? I think it's The Sopranos, actually. I picked up the entire box set of The Sopranos on Blu-ray for £17 in the British Art Foundation. So I think that might be probably my best recent pickup. Adam says, love your videos. Thank you very much. Have you got any Vinegar Syndrome Severin? Severin? I don't know what that is. Haven't got any Vinegar Syndrome, but Arrow releases. I've got a whole shelf full of Arrows. Arrow. I think March is going to be the month where I'm just going to sit down and watch Arrow releases that I've got stacked up. At the moment, I'm doing a month of Alfred Hitchcock. And February will be Criterion, so that'll be posh knob month to watch all the Criterions that I've got. So yeah, March will be Arrows. Arrow. Skipped past this message you did. It's a good app. Recommendations to search for a movie, and it says it's Prime, Disney, or Netflix. Really useful and saves going into each app, as you said. Yeah, because sometimes I go to Google and I just type in where can I watch on streaming, and it comes up with a website, and it tells you where you can watch it and where you can watch it for free. It might be the same one, might be the same website. Matthew says, what is your favourite item to buy off eBay? I don't know if I've got a favourite item to buy off eBay. Probably, well, I don't know about favourite, but I get my Steelbook protectors off eBay. And the occasional like Blue Fans or premium edition. App is called Just Watch. Just Watch. Yeah, I go to the website edition. So there's an app for it. I didn't even think I'm looking for an app for it. I just go to the website edition of it. I watch your stuff religiously. What, in a church? I really do love your channel and content. Really entertaining. There you go, James. Josh O'Connor. I don't know. I mean, his ears. Because didn't he play Prince Charles in The Crown? I don't think he's got that sophisticated, suave woman killer kind of look to him. I don't know about him. Yeah, I had read that was suggested, but I just can't see it with him. Then again, they did suggest Taron Egerton, and I can't see that either. Adam says, what's your favourite Indiana Jones movie? Raiders of the Lost Ark, definitely. Favourite Star Wars? Empire Strikes Back. Luke's World of Movies and TVs here. Hello, mate. Have you watched Dexter? Yes, I am watching the original Sin. I think it's brilliant. I think it's really good. They flipping went well with the casting on this. Not only for Dexter, but also for Deb as well. She is fantastic. And she just brings across that same sarcastic wit as well. And I like the other characters as well. We don't get to see much of Sarah Michelle Gellar. You know, she pops by every now and again. Christian Slater, of course, his big new acting thing, but I think it's really good. We're getting a new Dexter as well this year. We're getting Dexter Resurrection. So Michael C. Hall is back again. And also his dad, the actor that plays his dad in the original series, is back. So I'm looking forward to watching that. And Bautista and all the other characters are coming back. What's this? What? Poinsius Cassidy? I thought it was Poisonous Cassidy. I can't read for shit, can I? I watched Hitchcock's Marnie a few years ago. I wasn't expecting much from it, but I ended up really loving it. Not sure if you've gotten to that one. I have not got to that one yet, but it is in the box set. Is it in this box set? I think it's actually on this box set that I'm watching now. Let's have a look. I'm sure it is. Yes, second from last. So I've just done Saboteur, so I've got Shadow of a Doubt to watch. The Trouble with Harry, Marnie, and then Family Plot, and then on to box set number 3. And if I if I get time at the end of the month, I might actually watch North by Northwest. Is it North by Northwest or North by Northeast? North by Northwest, I think, because that's not on any of the box sets. But people keep telling me that I have to watch that one. So if I've got time at the end of the month, I'll throw that one in as well. All Things Movies, best Bond film is definitely Casino Royale, not the David Niven one. Did you ever complete your Blue Fans for the Star Wars releases? Unfortunately not. I never got a Rise of Skywalker one. They never released one. And also they never did a solo Star Wars story, which is very unfortunate. It's just before COVID, but I think they had some problem. There was some lawsuit that was going on between Disney and Blue Fans and Disney China. So unfortunately, we never got those. Can't wait for Dexter Resurrection in the summer. Yeah. Matthew says, I never asked your review on Vengeance Most Foul. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good film. I might need a rewatch. The guy that did the voice of Wallace was brilliant. You'd never have known. So I need to rewatch it, I think. But yeah, it was a good film. Adam says, what's the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and Willem Dafoe movie? Arnie, for me, that is a tough one because there are so many good ones. I think it's probably going to have to be Terminator 2. Total Recall. I think it's going to have to be Terminator 2 for me. Willem Dafoe. It's probably going to be like Spider-Man. You know, the first Spider-Man. Although I liked his character in Clear and Present Danger, but you know, he wasn't a main lead in that. You know, it was Harrison Ford. Oh, thank you very much. I really do watch your posts. I always have the notifications on. That's it. Put your notifications on so you can get some shit in. Hello, he's back again. What are you watching this evening? I've just caught up on Skeleton Crew. Also, seek out the 39 Steps with Robert Donut. Oh, I could just eat a donut right now. Yeah, that one and North by Northwest. Hopefully, I'll get time at the end of the month. On top of these box sets. What are we watching tonight? I really don't know. Probably Antiques Roadshow. It's very dramatic. Yes, we probably just watch a bit of whatever's on ITV or whatever's on BBC. On Call, not Uncool. Yeah, there's a streaming show on Amazon Prime at the moment called On Call. Really good it is. Really gritty. Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you? That sort of thing. But it's a drama, a proper drama, but really good. So we'll watch another episode of that, and we'll watch some MacMaster as well on YouTube. What is the best Pixar steelbook? I'm just going to have a look at my Pixars. I can't see the front of the steelbooks from here. I'm just trying to remember what they look like. Because I think a lot of the earlier ones had embossing on, but they were matte finish. What am I thinking of? Up. I like that one. I think it's probably gonna be like Finding Nemo. Maybe, because I have that as a Blue Fans, and that's like full gloss with embossing and everything like that. Yeah. And Inside Out, they're beautiful colourful steelbooks, especially the Blue Fans one that I've got for the first film. 5 favourite Emilio Estevez movies. Oh my God. I can probably only reel off maybe 2 or maybe 1. Oh God, with the Western one with Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I don't think I've seen that many films with Emilio Estevez in, actually. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I have. Ben Whitehead as Wallace. Yeah, he's really good. He sounds just like him. Looking forward to seeing what Marvel brings this year. Hopefully we see Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr. debut this year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that. Alison is here. Hello, Alison. Have you ever had trouble removing CEX stickers from Dad's Blu-rays? Dad ain't got no Blu-rays. But I've used to have problems with getting those stickers off. Yeah, but for the last about a year, they've been just putting normal ones on, so they're very easily peelable ones now. Because I think too many people complained. All things movies. Which is the best Paddington movie? I don't know because I've never seen them. I have never seen the Paddington films, so I can't comment. Mr. Powell said, rewatched a really good, underrated, not very well known 80s gem called My Science Project. I've heard of that, actually. I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never seen it though, but I've heard of it. And which one would you be enticed to see more, Lilo and Stitch or How to Train Your Dragon? I think both will be great fun. Live action. Well, I've got How to Train Your Dragon. I've got all 3 movies. I still haven't seen them. I still haven't got around to watching them yet. Lilo and Stitch, I have not seen a single episode of anything to do with Lilo and Stitch. I know they're Disney characters. That's it. That's all I know about them. But I don't know what they do or what kind of cartoons they do. I don't know. Steve Briff out and about, is he? Oh, Aldi. Men at Work and Stakeout are 2 great Emilio Estevez movies. I don't think I've seen either of those then. That's probably why I can only name one. Young Guns, that's the one I'm thinking of. Can't make videos much anymore, sadly. Get a new phone, mate. Get a new phone. Yeah. Oh, can you get a memory card and put it in your current phone so you can expand the memory? Love Paddington 2 ending and Paddington 1 start with Sally Hawkins and Julie Walsh. There you go. I watched your 2025 top movies video recently and saw with delight that Nobody 2 is coming out. Yeah, I know. And with Christopher Lloyd. I rewatched the first one again as a result. I hope it's as good as the first and just as edgy. Because I think that's the one where when they were filming that first film, I think that's the one where Bob Odenkirk actually had a heart attack on set. I'm pretty sure it is. And they had to stop filming. Jamie says short but sweet videos. Wow. He says Paddington 9 out of 10, Paddington 2 10 out of 10, Paddington in Peru 7 out of 10. There you go. There you go. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up because I feel my cough coming on a bit more. Or even though I should swig a bit more, shouldn't I? Swig a bit more juice. Yeah. Yes. So, oh, hang on. There's a few more questions come through. Luke's World of TV and movies. I'm hoping that Marvel is good this year. I'm looking forward to Captain America: Brave New World. I'm also looking forward to Daredevil: Born Again. I hope they don't balls up Daredevil though. That surprises me. Pauly, both were in cinemas in the 80s. Yeah. Men at Work and Stakeout. Yeah, but I was probably too young. They were probably like 50, maybe 15s or 18s, maybe 18s. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't have any interest in them back then. Adam says, what's the most expensive Blu-ray you've ever bought and what film would you like to see remade? Most expensive Blu-ray I've ever bought. Single Blu-ray, I don't know. As a box set, it's probably going to be like one of the tin editions, like the Harry Potter tin edition, which was like 150 quid or something like that. I've got the Everything Blue Mummy edition, and that goes for like 600 quid now. As a standalone single edition, I don't know. But the Blue Fans edition, some of those Blue Fans editions can be up to about 100 quid. Chicken wrap? What? I still need to watch Terrifier 3, so I can't comment on that, I don't think. I still can't believe that we're finally getting Scream 7. Well, hopefully, unless some people start to decide to pull out again. Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, Shrek 5. Shrek's been pushed back now, isn't it, to 2026 or something? I think. And I think, isn't Shrek 5 coming out at the same time as the next Ice Age? Toy Story 5, Blade. No, there won't be a Blade. And the new Evil Dead Burn. Yeah, there's only one Blade. There will only ever be one Blade. Do you work in the Iceland store? No. Why'd you ask that? No, I actually don't. Steven says, looking forward to picking up the Dura 2, directed by Clint Eastwood. Heard it's very good. I have as well. What is the best charity pickup? Yeah, probably that Sopranos box set. Oh, yes. Also, Godzilla X Kong 3 is supposed to be coming out next year. I'm really enjoying your stream. Pauly, hope you don't mind with all the generic comments. No, I don't mind at all. Right, okay, I'm going to end it there. I'm enjoying the stream. That's it, he's bugging me off. Yes, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to end it there so I can get time to put all my shit together and put the stuff away and get downstairs, have a bit of tea, which I don't know what I'm having yet, and switch on a bit of TV and sit in front of the TV and watch some crap for a couple of hours. So thank you, everybody, for popping by on the stream. There will be another stream, hopefully in 2 weeks. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for everyone with their questions. And Blu-ray Hunt this week will be on Wednesday. I have actually got a video going live tonight at 6 o'clock as well. It's for some Steelbooks, some Steelbook unboxings. So check that out. But until the next video, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. See you soon. And, yeah, see you Wednesday for a Blu-ray hunt. Don't forget, come along, watch the Blu-ray hunt. Watch me make an arse of myself. Definitely. See you later. Bye.